Sally Eslin, the founder of Empowered Clothing. I'm dedicated to empower women entrepreneurs by sharing tools, tips, and resources through leadership, mindset, and more on my show, Finding Your Way with Sally. Hi, everyone. Yes, I am content creator and founder of Empowered Clothing. I share in authentic and everyday issues for women over 50. So you can learn more about my fashion products and services at empoweredclothing.com.au. So today's topic is one very close to my heart, how to heal thyself. And we've got executive coach Kimberly Layne Roberts. So I thought, well, we're all talking about healing yourself. That links in very much with grounding yourself and anchoring yourself. And I thought that ties in really well with my bamboo range of clothing, which is linking into the chakras. So here we can see featured, it's the red racerback one, and it's linking into the base chakra, as I said, and it's about choosing to be anchored and reconnecting to the earth, grounding in stability with peace and calm, and anchored in your own energy. So it also links in with crystals as well. We have long sleeve and short sleeve one, but the crystal linking into this one is red jasper, and that's all about, which has incredible grounding and stabilizing properties and enhances courage, strength, and vitality. So, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So this is what this conscious clothing range is all about, is aligning your energy more powerfully. So before I bring up Kimberly, let me just introduce her. So Kimberly is founder of Performance Leadership International. She now serves executives and chief entrepreneurs in two ways. One is through executive coaching, and the second is through a chief entrepreneur and business leader peer group in the Bay Area. Kimberly's service is focused on helping executives change their mindset of running from something, i.e. pain, to running to something, joy and abundance in their work. She helps executives manifest their professional dreams without sacrificing their personal relationships, life, dreams, and self. Much of her work is centered around self-awareness, emotional intelligence, incorporating positive intelligence techniques and neuro-emotional coaching techniques in order to let go of the past survival mindsets and behaviors that impede one's success. Kimberly also brings in energy healing when needed as a Reiki master and the body code certified practitioner. Oh my goodness, we have so much in common here. So I can't wait to bring up Kimberly. Let me just clear the screen here. She's right up my alley with everything that she's into. Absolutely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. Hi.
Hello, Sally. So awesome to be here. I was just thinking, I didn't realize I was lost until I came onto the show. Now you're going to help me find my way. So I love it.
Absolutely. We've got so many crossovers here that I love how you're working in a professional space with executives, but bringing all of the emotional intelligence in and all the skills and techniques. It's and that just leads straight into our empowerment share. You have shifted from task orientation and burned out drive for success in the corporate world to soul happiness, joy, and abundance in your own business. Do you want to expand on that a little?
Yeah, well, I've had many wonderful careers in my life, and they've all presented themselves appropriately, and then until they no longer serve you, right? But I have to honestly say it's I remember sitting there one time. I was always a really great salesperson. I've also created healthcare verticals out of nothing. I've worked for Fortune 100 companies, whatever, and been very driven, traveled a lot, did the whole thing, made great money. But I just remember sitting there thinking, gee, I would just love it if I could just help people, listen to people and help people solve their problems, or the psychology around it, or just their whole mindset and awareness. And lo and behold, that was before executive coaching was really even present. And just like, lo and behold, here I am sitting doing that. And I love doing that because not only is it serving and helping others and helping them find happiness and find joy. And when you work with somebody, immediately, sometimes you can see this transition on their face of almost relief, of letting go of something that has really been triggering them or bothering them, or just like an aha, and just like, wow, like almost a tear runs down their eyes. It's just so moving, because I've been there too. And I know how much we can struggle as human beings, and it's not fun. I know money buys happiness to it at one level. Then after that is like, how big does your house have to be, right? Or how many kids do you have? I mean, really, is it going to make a difference other than for 1 minute? So it really comes from the internal joy we create no matter where we're at, right? So
Oh, this
And
is, yeah,
yeah,
really.
so
It's the way of the future, that blending of the male and the female energies, right? So to be successful, if you just spend the whole time just to get to the top of the mountain and with forgetting your own joy, you get to the top and you go, what more is there, And you've got to, it's an inside job as well. You've got to combine both energies. And I love how you're bringing that into your executive coaching, because as you said in the beginning, it's like shifting from the pain to the joy, because it's not about the destination, it's the journey, as we always say.
yeah, there's actually 2 books I wanna write, I have to do a lot of research prior to that. One is my philosophy that based on my own experience too, I'm speaking from my own experience, that I was very successful because I was driven to run away from pain, right? Many of us are driven to be successful because we were always told we weren't good enough, or we never got the
Mm.
love we needed, or trying to prove something, right? And so if we can switch that mindset from running from that pain to be successful, but really truly running to fulfill our purpose and to be joyful is a huge difference. The second book I want to write about is, as women in business, especially, still unfortunately, predominantly a masculine world, and or even working, it's a masculine energy, right?
Mhm. Yep.
And if really, really driven and successful, I had a hard time. Like, it would take me all day of Monday to ramp up to be that executive, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't come out of it till Friday night, right? And because if I had to go down, it was hard to I couldn't relax, and then I'd have to get back up. So my point is, you're running masculine mode all week long,
Yep.
um, and I always had a hard time transitioning, say, at that 6 o'clock hour, to be now on the feminine side. Like,
Yep.
you only an hour to do that. It's the drive home, it's the run in the park. You know what I mean? It just, and I don't think men carry that stress. I really don't. And I would love to do research around that. Obviously, it depends on what role you're in, how you're serving, but just to me, this role for me now is more in my feminine mode, which I really, really enjoy.
I love
Not
that.
having to make that switch off. So anyway, what are your thoughts?
I love that, because that's why I walk every day, because it allows the masculine and the feminine to balance, right? So when you're walking, it's going left brain, right brain, left brain. So that by the end of it, if I come from the stressy whatever, and I was only talking about it with my brother yesterday, he said, as soon as he's done his walk, then he can take on anything, gets up in the morning and goes, oh my God, I don't want to face this day. By the time he's back from the walk, bring on the day, right? Because you're balancing those energies. And I think more than ever, we all need to step into both the divine masculine and feminine and find that balance. Absolutely. So, leading into your tip that you brought along today, trust yourself, your intuition, and your desires, and overcome your fears. They are the path to your purpose and abundance. Oh, we're so aligned here. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I think we were taught when we were younger, especially as women, to not listen to that voice or not trust ourselves.
Mhm.
And you'll find, the more you lean into that, and and it doesn't even have to be logical. It's just, the logical way is to go left, right? Based on
Yeah.
all you factually see. But you're like, nope, my gut says I'm going to go right. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. I'm going right. And you go right, and the whole world opens up to you. And I can't really explain it other than that. And if you tune into that more than your logic that is masculine,
Yeah.
your listening to your intuition is feminine. That is a great way to heal yourself and to align yourself into abundance and joy, by start listening into that voice and acting on those things, right? As opposed to doing what you should be doing. I hate the shoulds and the musts, right?
Yeah.
What really feels good for you? What really feels like what you want to do emotionally, physically, whatever, spiritually, right? And I know we're talking about how to heal thyself. That's one way to do that, is really tap into your intuition and listen to what your body needs. Healing thyself might be as simple as, I need to take a nap, or you know what? I really need to find a new job, right? I'm not sleeping at night. I've got headaches, migraines, whatever. Your body your subconscious will tell you everything you need to know if you need to sit and listen to that intuition, right?
We are so aligned here, and that is just leads perfectly into my empowerment share, because everything is about following the energy. And ever since I've been doing that, my life, as you say, the doors open, and you have to bypass the logical mind. So my empowerment share is get in alignment and flow as you find your happy place, which is your baseline resonance. That's your personal radio channel where you resonate your frequency, your vibration, and your energy. So that's aligning your head, your heart, and your gut brains, right? So it's just, what station is your happy place? When you're just feeling that in that flow, and you're just tuning in, you get the dial, and you're just ramp it up, because you don't have to be doing more. You just have to be more. And people resonate to that energy. They just go, hey, mate, I love that station. I love that tune that you're playing. And you come and, join in on this station. And that is where you're in flow, right?
And when you're not on that station, you're working too hard, you're doing it the
Mhm.
wrong way.
You're
Life is
just
not
doing.
meant to be miserable. You're allowed to be happy and in flow. You're allowed to be joyful and abundant and having things around you that fulfill you and doing something that you feel is your purpose. It's not supposed to always be that hard, right? We
I know.
make it hard.
Absolutely. If it's too hard, there's something wrong, and stop it and review. Stop, pause, and have a little review. So that leads into my tip, which is my mantra: let go, step up, and be more of you. So that's like, let go of the judgment on yourself, let go of criticism, let go of drama, let go of limiting beliefs. Step up, amplify your own authentic self, be more of the essence of you. And as I said before, don't do more, just be more, because people really resonate with authentic people who are comfortable in their own skin. As you know, there's nothing more attractive than a confident person, someone comfortable in their own skin, right? And it's just like, oh, you're just drawn to it. There's just sort of this energy that resonates, and that's because they're on their personal radio channel, baby.
And guess what, Sally? Nobody else. There are a lot of people that interviewed to be you, but you got the job, and man, that's your responsibility is to be you. That's it. No one else took the job because you won the job, and that is your right to be you. So,
Uh,
yep.
Absolutely. That's absolutely. I love that. You got the job. So every week I do a little Bling Angel card reading. They're just an intuitive card reading where we gain clarity, insight, and wisdom around some sort of question you may have, or just get some just general guidance. So often I just say, what do I need to know today? Please show me the way. So I'm just shuffling from the growth deck
Oh,
today, because
wonderful. Okay.
sometimes the growth deck can push us out of our comfort zone. If a card falls out like it just did into my hand, it's meant to be. So the card says today, would my life improve if something were to disappear? What's the first thing that comes into your mind there? Would my life improve if something were to disappear?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We're in March, and the retrogrades and the eclipses are coming up, right? And so this is
Oh my God, batten down
this
the hatches.
right. This is a time when you start looking at reflections, and it's a time to do a lot of self-care and
Mm,
and what is no longer serving you.
yeah,
Um, what I am trying to let disappear is the over serving versus what's the term? Being servant versus being over serving. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
yeah, absolutely,
Of
absolutely.
self where you're giving way too much, and where I'm giving way too much,
Yeah.
where in learning that balance better than I've gotten better at it, but it still obviously is a trigger for me and something I need to work on. So that's what I'd like to have disappear.
Yeah, well, as empowered empaths, we need to put up those sort of boundaries and honor our own energy and time, and just say, limit it, right? Because we can see what people need, and we can't help it. We just want to do it, right? Because we're so
Right. It's like it's like we don't even think about it. Like I just know what people need before they even know what they need. And like I'm right there.
And so can people find you at performanceleadershipinternational.com?
They sure can.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would love to have a 30-minute conversation with them and see how we can manifest their dreams into reality and find abundance and joy and stop running from pain, running to joy.
Yeah, and that is the way forward now with this quantum shift that we're going through. It's really balancing out of that more masculine focused energy into the balance, but more in the feminine divine, where you can have joy as you're doing your hardcore job, and finding that balance, because we're not here for a long time, we're here for a good time. And let's
I
enjoy
love
that
that.
journey,
Yeah.
and stepping
Yeah.
into joy, because joy is an acronym, the journey of yours, right? So like let's make it a really awesome, meaningful one, where you're feeling connected, you're in your personal radio station, you're in your comfort place, and you're so attractive because you're so confident.
Yeah, and I do a hot Pilates class once a week. I can't do it more than once because it kicks my butt.
Yeah.
But it allows me to eat whatever I want, at least for 2 days. But but what she lends a session by saying, what you tune into, you turn into.
Oh, I love that.
And
It's so
I thought,
true.
"Whoa, that's so great." So how what frequency you turn into, shame, guilt, negativity,
Yeah.
disappointment, judgment, hatred, that's what you turn into versus abundance, joy, forgiveness, kindness. Gratitude,
Exactly. Yeah, because
love.
like, as I keep saying, and then this is what the clothing's about, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So what you think you become. So yeah. But on that note, I might just drop you down into the green room to say thank you so, so much, Kimberly, for coming on Finding Your Way with Sally, and look forward to catching up with you again soon. I encourage everybody to reach out to Kimberly, particularly if you're an executive, and get some guidance there to step into your joy. So with that, I'll say goodbye to you. I'll bring up my little thing and say thank you, everyone, for coming on today, and join me for another episode of Finding Your Way with Sally Estlin next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 p.m. Central Time, and Thursday at 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So in the meantime, just, step into the joy and out of the pain, because we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good one. Okay, we'll catch you next week. You can learn more about my services and products at sallyestlin.com. Make sure to join me every week for a new episode on the SWE Media Network YouTube channel and wherever you listen to podcasts.